She was devastated.
Hello everyone, Scoops here in another episode of Memoria. In the last episode we discovered the fate of Sadja,
It's not all that hard. You just have to put the pieces together.
And we made our way back to Garon. As you can see, I am locked in here.
Awake yet.
Help! Hollering is futile when you can't talk. If only I could draw attention some other way.
If only I could draw attention some other way. Okay, the only thing I can think of is if I could break this. She looked immediately at me.
Garon, can you hear me? I think I've solved the riddle. It's a little complicated. There are so many little pieces. There's only one thing missing. And then we can finally complete the story. Then I'll ask the staff to change you back. I promise. Can you do me one more favor first? Sadja's ruby has a crack. You need to repair it. Can you do that for me?
I probably can. Oh, hello.
Please,
Thanks.
Garon. Repair the ruby.
I'm skeptical of this lady. I do have a theory. Okay, so...
The story is almost over.
Oh, you need to stop.
We just need the ruby.
Yeah, I get it. Sadja's story ended 400 years ago, I do believe. And it seems suspicious that the staff...
Have you gone back to sleep?
Maybe I did. The staff came back to here, wherever here is. I'm thinking this might be Draconia 400 years later, where everything's overgrown and...
Garon? Garon, wake up.
Alright, fine. I think
Please
that's
fix
my
the
theory.
ruby.
That's my theory. We'll see.
Thank you. And now let me try something. I pray to the gods that I'm not mistaken. Vidan
Oh god. My memories. No!
Murilor gras ferogoran. Hilbemutir gerol falan. Yuntir kwatan feluntir sodan.
Oh, did I get a new spell? Ooh. Thought I
Garon,
expected to
are
happen.
you still there? If so, then you should be able to cast the staff's first spell.
Oh, I guess
Please
she's
give me
good.
a sign that it worked.
Activate this thing again, probably? Yes. Maybe. Ooh, I got another spell. Is it the Petrify?
I was right.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you, Garon. Oh, you're probably wondering where you are.
Did I get
The
moved?
staff created this place, a
Oh.
burial chamber of a mogul in the middle of the Andagastrian forest. Isn't that impressive?
Leave the mask and come to me.
He's here. I'll be right back.
Brighter. Brighter! When I get left
Whoa.
behind again. Nuri.
Send vision. Okay, Nuri, so
I'll
I need to
try
use her.
send Nuri a vision.
A vision. Huh. I'm guessing to show... Okay. To get to me, so I'm guessing mountaintop, the river, and the campfire. So that'd be like showing where we are.
That's it! I'll
Yes.
send Nuri to the mountain and then along the course of the brook until she reaches the fire. I hope it works.
Yeah. Yes. Hello, Nuri. You forgot yourself, but... Oh no.
Thank the gods. I'm starting to remember something.
Ooh. Oh, another spell. Depetrify?
I know how I can transform myself back.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, here we go. No. No. I'm too weak. The
Oh, no.
mask doesn't have enough power left to change me back. It was all for nothing.
Maybe I can use this power accumulator? Okay, send vision. Necklace. Power accumulator. You. And then me. Oh, I'm so close. I can feel it. I know this game's gonna... I'm not even... Okay. I usually have a timer for how long the episode is, so I can cut it out when it gets too long. But I'm not even doing that. I feel like I'm close enough. Alright, so that was obviously something. Gonna depetrify myself now. Oh, yeah. Woo! Thank you, Nuri.
Finally. Fi, is everything all right?
Oh, yes. My stiff old bones haven't felt this young in ages.
Nuri.
Thanks, Nuri.
Who are you?
That doesn't matter now. Will you promise to wait for me here?
All right.
I'll be right back.
Alright, I gotta go into there, into the burial chamber. Get the staff back so he can change her back.
It's been 450 years since I, a talking staff with no memories, kindled the light in my prison and saw a strange woman who would change my life forever. Her story began in this chamber, and between these walls we will end it together.
Oh, wow.
Merhaba, Geron. Welcome.
You were able to free yourself.
What does all this mean? Where are we?
Ask him.
Indeed. Ask me. You should know that I've waited a long time for this day, and would not like to wait much longer. But if you have a great many questions...
What's going to happen here?
So you still haven't figured out why I sent you my memories? Why you're here?
Tell me everything.
I am here because Fahi promised to change Nuri back into a fairy if I helped him with a little riddle. No one said anything about ensouled magic staves, flying fortresses, and strange dreams.
Life is full of surprises.
Oh, does the riddle give the name?
You laugh, but I wouldn't have believed that one day someone would rescue me from my dungeon, that I was to climb mountains without legs and wrestle without arms with demons. I would have laughed if someone had told me a princess will appear to you and, despite your strange form, show you the greatest wonders of the world. Oh, how I would have laughed.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why we're here.
You know that Sadja and I were separated. Our golden time together came to an end. When I finally found a way to leave the Gorian desert, centuries had passed. I wanted to know if Sadja had done it. If she had become the great heroine she always wanted to be. I wanted to hear how her name was whispered in the streets in awe. Sadja al-Kabir, Sadja the Great, the heroine who once... But no one had ever heard of her. So I continued and expanded my search. I wanted to know what happened to her after our separation. I followed her trail back to Draconia. I found the Adept's journal and the Djinn of Times' mask. But Sadja's real fate remained a mystery to me. Finally, I met Fahi and asked him to bring me here. A man named Ulrich had taken her ruby from Draconia and brought it to Andergast. He sought the mask in order to bring back his deceased wife, but he found only the gemstone.
Is all this really important?
Go on. I'm so curious.
Why did you need the ruby? Why the mask? Why all of this?
I wanted to bring together all the relics surrounding Sadja's disappearance and finally understand what happened to her. At least I would know what happened to her. She deserved that. There was only one problem. I'm terrible at riddles. That's why I needed experts to help me. Who could understand every detail, who could be prepared for today.
Prepared? To do what?
To be able to tell Sadja's tale to the end without making a mistake.
Does it matter how she died? She's dead. We can't change that.
You're wrong. You will determine what happened to her.
Whoa,
I don't
what?
understand.
The Garden of Oblivion, Geron. I read the journal to the end. After her return, Sadja went into the Garden of Oblivion and never came out again. Nothing that happens in the garden has actually happened until someone talks about it. Outside the garden.
And since Sadja has been forgotten since that day, her fate has never been told, and thus never completed.
Whoa, okay. Oh, man, this is... Whew.
I never did understand.
I'm getting
the
chills.
Geron, the events in the garden have no effect on the outside world, as though they never happened. Only once someone convincingly tells of those events do they become true.
But if it turns out that they lied, or were mistaken,
then Satanav's invisible hand punishes them for their sacrilege.
that's why we mustn't make a mistake. I think I've explained enough about our wondrous meeting.
Are you ready, Geron?
Just a moment.
Yeah, I want to talk about
The
everything.
waterfall, you promised to change Nuri back to her old form.
And I will, but first, we must complete Sadja's story.
What about the inscription on the burial chamber?
You mean the stone and the scarab? Fahi believes that the inscription is the key to everything. But as apt as his intuition may be, in this case he's mistaken. The riddle is apparently only a strange jotting on the margins, a random blemish on an otherwise monumental painting. There's nothing else to say about it. Satya was taken to the burial chamber to read trivial inscriptions, and, as proud as she was, she refused, that's all.
Okay.
What's Fahi's role in all this?
Fahi is a man of many talents. He has a feeling for tales, and he's good at solving riddles. In addition, he had a wagon and a tent in which I could hide on my long journey. He is helping me solve the riddle, and in return, I protect his business from looters. That is our agreement.
So he's actually harmless.
Fahi is the most harmless man I've ever met in my 3,000 years. I was sorry to petrify him, but it was the only way to save him from your fellow citizens.
Cool.
Why are you here, Brider? Sadia's story doesn't have anything to do with you.
Geron, there's nothing left for me here. I'm a deserter. My own comrades are hunting me. This is my only refuge. Please, even if you still don't understand, let me bring it to an end.
I'm sure everything will be fine again.
The world will never be as fine as it once was.
What if one of us ends Sadia's story and is wrong?
If Satinav learns that the tale we tell can't possibly be true, then he'll make it unhappen and declare the teller guilty of sacrilege.
Don't worry, Geron. We won't make a mistake. I've thought everything through very carefully.
All right.
Then put the mask on the bust of my old master and let us begin.
All right, let's do it. This thing right here. Ooh, your old master looks pretty
Put
beastly.
the mask on the bust, and then we'll be done.
Yeah, I did that. Okay.
Thank you, Geron. Are you ready now?
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get this over with.
Thank you, Geron.
Which of you will now step forward and tell the story to its end?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Very
Oh,
well.
hell yeah, I'm
I'll
going
now
down
tell you
there.
of Sajya's passage into the garden, as it is written in the Adept's journal. Listen closely. At the end, you must tell me how the story ends. After her return from the battlefield, Sajya was only a shadow of herself. She had seen the horrors of the Nether Hells, an ocean of destruction and death. She was the only survivor, but the rest of the world did not care. Sajya's great dream had failed. She wandered the halls of Draconia like a ghost. She didn't eat, and she only slept when exhaustion forced her to. On the 4th day, a young adept saw her at the threshold to the portal. He asked her where she was going. It was cold in the mountains, and she could have become lost, whereupon she answered,
I'm going to the garden to break my being.
The boy immediately ran to the air adept, but help arrived too late. When they entered the garden, all that they found was the mask and Sajya's ruby next to it. There was no sign of her. Out of fear of challenging Satinav, it was decided that they would forget the incident. No one was allowed to speculate about what had happened on that day. The mask and the ruby were taken to Draconia. The garden was sealed, and Sajya's fate was forgotten. Until today. It's now up to you, Geron, to finish her story. But remember, one mistake, and the consequences will be terrible.
I know. Sadia entered the garden.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh shoot. What should I do? She sat down.
She sat on the ground.
She pulled out the mask.
She took out the mask.
She looked into the mask. She wouldn't
She
hesitate.
looked into the mask and...
Read the spell. Spoke the name. Read the spell.
And
She wanted to
She
forget.
read the magic spell, memorized it, put on the mask, and destroyed her memory.
Why did you interrupt me?
I was afraid you would say the wrong thing. Then she disappeared into the depths of the garden like a soulless waif, and was never seen again.
It is done. I had always hoped it would be otherwise. But I was mistaken.
Are you crying?
Of course I'm crying. My princess just died.
Oh, well, I guess that's it then. That was the end just now, wasn't it?
Yes.
No.
No?
Since Sadia used the mask, her memories are now in the mask. And thus, the true name of the Djinn of Time.
Oh, yes! Oh, what's gonna happen? No idea.
What are you doing?
Fadan feskadan blastaquatan, umurilor gras ferel goran. Hil bemotir kerul falan, tuntir katan filontir sodan. Nijeti meta for imano iruti veda.
I've been awakened.
The Djinn of Time.
Tell me, child, what is your wish?
I'm sorry, Garon, but there's nothing left for me in this time. As if there had ever been anything for me here. There are no heroic princesses, no ancient tombs, no flying fortresses. Only endless honor guards, latrine duty, one triviality after another. When was the Golden Age lost? When princesses still dreamed of battles and the world was filled with magic. I wish it was all as it used to be.
Your wish is my command.
Whoa, this is pretty hefty.
Bride.
Staff.
The girl is now gone.
Whoa, what?
Her longing now rules over her existence.
Oh, what is going on?
It is my task to fulfill that longing. To extinguish the grey present and bring the past to life again.
What? So the whole world is going to change? Whoa.
Oh no. The forest is starting to change. What did she do?
Garon, come quickly.
Yeah, let's head back. No, back. Fahi, help me.
Garon, I've been thinking.
That's nice, but it won't help us any. Bryda told Sadia's story to the end. She had Sadia put on the mask and draw out all her memories in the Garden of Oblivion, so that everything has now happened exactly like that. And she read out Sadia's memories with the ruby. I mean, Bryda did that. And now she's possessed by the Djinn of Time. And
Calm yourself, Garon.
I'm supposed to calm down? We have to do something.
You're right. And we can only do something if we prove that Bryda was wrong. That Sadia did not put on the mask. You forget that there's still a part of the riddle we have not solved.
The scarab? As if a pointless riddle could save us all.
Do you have a better idea? Look around. We're in a copy of the burial chamber. Perhaps you'll find the crucial clue somewhere. Bring it to me. And perhaps we can solve the riddle once and for all.
Whoa. Oh no. We have to eliminate Bryda? Because if we prove that she's... Oh, the ruby, clearly. Yeah, I could probably go back outside. If we prove that she did not tell Sadia's story correctly, then she disappears.
All I found was the ruby.
Give it to me. Giacomo Nauta told me you were an amateur mage. Is that true?
Yeah, I can break things.
Well, I can also do a bit of magic. If I hold something in my hand, I can catch a glimpse of its past. That was the main reason the staff chose me as his companion, you see. Now, let's see what story this stone tells. Curious. When the ruby was found after Sadia's disappearance in the garden, it had a crack. And the reversal spell the Ore Adept had woven into it had vanished utterly. The mages had to reapply it completely. But there's more. I see a palace garden, and in it, 2 children.
This is a brooch from Mangbilla. My father gave it to me.
Oh, can I see?
There. And here, a ruby from the dwarf tunnels in the brazen sword.
It's so beautiful.
When I'm Caliph, I'll have all the treasures in Avestan gathered in my palace. Fazar will be more radiant than in the times of the great Moguls. My subjects will lie at my feet for all eternity.
You'll be a good ruler, Cassim. All the history books will tell of you.
Ha! Do you see the sign on my arm? It's the calligraphy of my sovereignty, the sign of my dynasty. The whole world will bow before this symbol. There are great times ahead of us, Sadja. Truly great times.
I don't like this kid.
I see a prince and a princess playing together. He's trying to impress her. What could this mean?
They were siblings.
So Sadia and the prince really were siblings?
Wait. There's more. Something's happening. A palace guard arrives.
Let me go!
You're so pathetic. Isn't that how you like to be treated? Like the dog that you are.
At least I have my own teeth.
You please me, Sadja, more than I had hoped.
The prince is tormenting the princess. The guard holds her tight. She's at his mercy. But why?
For no reason. Prince is just
Maybe
an
there
asshole.
was no reason, and she was punished unjustly.
They finally let her go. She remains alone in the courtyard.
Really? What are you doing? Are you tattooing yourself?
I'm writing my own dynasty.
Do you even know what the word means? Dynasty? You can't simply write greatness into your blood. You're either born with it or not.
I'll prove it to you.
Do you think you could ever be greater than I? You're amusing. Guards! Throw her back into the gutter where you found her. I'm done having my fun with her. Then fetch me a new girl.
Whoa, what? With your siblings?
Sadia wasn't a princess at all. She was only a poor girl from the streets.
So what?
I don't know, but...
What's so funny?
Don't you understand? The solution to the riddle. Sadia's words outside the burial chamber. It was so obvious.
She can't
all
read.
along.
She's poor. That's it.
Oh.
We were fooling ourselves. Now, go into the burial chamber and tell it to the Jinn. Then everything will be all right again.
That's what it is, isn't it? Oh man, okay. She's just a poor girl. She doesn't have any education. She just... Do I head into the tomb?
Ryder, or whoever you are, come out.
Why do you obstruct her wish? She's unhappy. She wishes to be back in a time where everything was still good.
I feel bad for Bryda,
You,
but...
of all people, should understand that. But it no longer matters what you think. The ritual is almost complete. A new ancient kingdom will grow from the oak wood.
Not if I can prove that Bryda was wrong. And she was indeed wrong.
Satya went into the garden, she took the mask, and she spoke the incantation. So did it happen, and so shall it remain.
It will. Listen, let me start at the beginning. Sadia entered the garden, she sat down and pulled out the mask. She looked into the mask
She read the spell because she spoke it.
and
Or
read
she
the
heard it.
magic spell.
Whereupon everything happened as Bryda already said.
Wait, I was mistaken. Sadia looked into the mask
And spoke your name?
and spoke your name.
No. If she had awakened me, I would know about it. She didn't want my power. She wanted to destroy herself. That's why she read the incantation. And everything happened as it now is.
Wait, she looked into the mask
And despaired.
and despaired in herself and her inability.
Why should she despair? She had my promise of blessed oblivion. All she had to do was read the incantation.
No.
She couldn't read. Haha, I knew it!
I'm sorry, Bryda, but Sadia wasn't as brilliant as you think. She felt persecuted and restless. She wanted to forget her own past and become someone else. She wasn't a princess, just a poor girl from the streets. And as such, she couldn't even read.
No.
Oh! Gone! So was the mask, which is
Forgive me,
unfortunate.
Bryda.
Oh, man. That's heavy.
That's that then. The riddle is finally solved. Why such a long face, Charon?
Yes, my friend? What plagues you so?
Nothing. Why are you so happy anyway? Sadia's fate proved to be false. You don't know any more now than you did before.
Very true. Very true. But perhaps not.
Oh, forget it. I'm sick of riddles.
Yeah.
Yes. Leave the dear boy in peace, Heleth. Fulfill his wish, and let's move on.
Yes, traveling is nice. I want to go to the sea.
Wait just a moment.
It's up to you, my friend. Do you want me to change her back? But I can only restore her body, not her memories.
What should I do? Oh, she doesn't have her memories. Change her back? Or leave her as she is? Oh, this is a tough choice. To change her back if she doesn't remember what she is, that's putting a raven's body, or bind into the body of a... I'm gonna leave her as she is.
Leave her. Her new life as a raven seems to make her happy.
So be it.
And thus our time together is at an end.
Can I leave now too? I want to fly over the ocean.
Don't leave just yet. It's hard for me, but if you want to leave, then you can.
You still haven't told me who you are.
My name is Geron.
Hello, Geron. I am the raven Nuri Dalinella Vanda, but you can call me Nuri.
Even if you've forgotten a lot, if you ever get tired of your travels, you'll always find a home with me.
That's nice. It is lovely to meet you, Geron.
Likewise. Farewell, Nuri.
See you later.
I think I did the right thing. Well, I think that would be the game. Let's see what happens.
And thus ends the tale. Did you know that it would come to this? Oh, how can I know what you planned, and what was mere fortune? Until today, I would have sworn that the mask destroyed you. But that can't be. You know that now. Now, just so I don't make a mistake, there are only two possibilities as to what could have happened to you back then. The first, the more likely, has now proven to be false, which leaves only the second. I mustn't make a mistake. Here we go. When Sadia entered the garden, she had the mask with her, but no ruby. Yet, When the mask was found, there was a ruby beside it. Now, it may be that it was Saj's ruby that was thrown into the garden earlier by the prince. But what if it was another? Oh dear. Oh dear. There's no going back now. Satinerv! I say that there was not one, but 2 rubies. The real one was lost. The fake was taken from the garden by the mages and is now here in my hand. Saja couldn't read, but with my mask she could do magic. She could turn plants to stone. She could turn people to stone. What is a ruby, if not just another stone? There. And now to you, my dear. You descended into the deepest tombs, and you climbed the highest mountains. You danced with wind spirits and wrestled with demons. Abandoned by the gods, forgotten by time. Sharisad, your time has finally come.
What? Woo! Oh, that was such a good game. I had so much fun with that. Oh, there's a prequel out too, by the way. I may pick that up. Oh man, I felt like it maybe started off a bit slow, but finished strong for sure. Oh, I've got chills. I've got goosebumps all over me right now. That's crazy. Alright, well, I'm going to let the credits roll. That'll be it for me today, so thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys in the next series. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Wait, what? What did I do? Oh. Alright. Bye.